We are live, I hope. And today on Mangasplaining, we are looking at another Tezuka book.
Yay, Tezuka!
And
What can you say?
this
He's a
is
great guy.
kind of an anthology, a collection. It's called SF5. And so it's got five science fiction stories in it.
Oh, that's cool.
And check out the cover.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love this artwork.
Yeah. There's this guy drowning in quicksand. There's an alien after him. And I don't know if you've noticed, but these two hands, these two airy hands just popping out of the desert there.
Oh wow, yeah. Very, very creepy.
Yeah.
I love the alien guy. He's amazing.
And here's the back with the moon men.
Moon men indeed. You couldn't get more moon many than that. Although their face kind of looks like a Furby.
Yeah, they got some fur on their collars and stuff as well. 520 yen back in the day.
Wow.
For this,
What's
about
that about? $5 or
$5 or $6
$6? Who
Australian.
knows what that was worth back in the day though.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the back. Because we always like to realize that we don't know Japanese dates. Um, oh, no number for this one. Maybe it's the start of that era then, of Heisei,
Oh, fancy.
right? Or is it the end of Heisei?
Heisei Gunman. Yep, that means the first year of Heisei.
Oh wow, incredible. Can you quickly Google that for me?
I wish you had told me this beforehand, but yes, I can do that
Yeah.
for you.
Oh, that's when this book came out, but we can look at the story we're going to look at today was Showa 49.
Yep. Heisei Gunman is from 1989.
Oh, okay, so this is a reprint.
Yep.
And the story we're looking at today, Jumbo, is Showa 49.
Mega Apple says it's slightly scarier than Moomin.
Yeah.
Hello, Peach Hyper. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, little scarier than Moomin.
Yeah. So we're not looking at a Tezuka collection book. This is one that like just was sold off the shelf.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. SF5. And I'm going to quickly find the chapter that we're going to read because we're not going to read the main one. Here we go. So we're looking at this one called Jumbo.
Jumbo.
Yeah. Jumbo Jet.
Nice. Ooh,
So
indeed.
our story begins with a plane flight. And it's got this guy, and he's Japanese. And he's a passenger on a plane flying from Cape Town to Singapore. And he says it'll take 23 hours and 30 minutes to arrive. So that's our opening flight.
What's a plane flight?
Yeah.
These days, who knows? It's this crazy thing that used to happen.
And so we cut to inside the plane, and we've got a shot of all of our main characters. So it's kind of like a bottle episode where everyone's trapped on the one spot. It has to go through the story.
That's funny because, bottle episodes would normally be cheaper to produce, but in a manga, you have to draw it all anyway.
Yeah.
Unless you use the same, I suppose, perspective every time, but he's clearly not done that.
So our first two characters are these two. Or I don't know if you just noticed, but there's Hige or Yaji. There's Daddy Walrus right there.
Peach Hyper says, get your hands off the sexy lady, lab monkey.
So that sexy lady is going to the toilet on the plane, to do her makeup.
Oh, not part of the Mile High Club.
Well, her boyfriend said, "No, you already look beautiful enough." But she says a woman is
Oh.
never satisfied
Lame.
with how she looks.
Lame.
Yeah.
Different generation, I guess. But no, people still say that these
Well,
days.
you're still working on Sure 45 for me, right? So she opens the toilet bathroom, and it's full of spiders' webs.
Ooh.
All right. And so, of course, everyone's wondering why she's screaming. And here's Higeyoyaji looking very sus.
Yes. He's clearly done something wrong.
Yes, and he's got this empty jar that he looks into. Okay, and the stewardess, she's telling everyone to get back into their seats.
Yeah, she already knows what's up.
Yeah. So now we've got the plane's captain has come to investigate.
What? Shouldn't he be flying the plane?
Well, there's a co-pilot for
I
that.
suppose so.
And Ochinomizu's there as well.
I feel like he could have delegated to somebody.
And he says, he's a professor or whatnot.
Of course.
And
Well, 1970, thank you.
there we go. And he's seen this sort of thing before, and we need to be very careful because the kind of spider that could make a web like this is deadly, has deadly venom. Yeah. And so we see some more of our characters. There's the old couple down here.
Yep.
And there's this guy in the suit and the Japanese person who was narrating at the beginning.
Nice.
So the captain's trying to calm everyone down.
Sorry, I'm very distracted by that lady's. Are they meant to be glasses? It looks like a superhero mask.
Well, she comes into play as well. Don't worry about her.
I guess they're meant to be sunglasses.
Now, this guy in the suit, he gets very angry and starts threatening the captain. Hey, I've got somewhere to be.
I mean, they haven't stopped the plane though, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying we might have to stop off
okay.
somewhere along the way just to sort this out.
Right. I feel like this guy needs to get his priorities in check.
Yeah. So they're coming up with ideas. Where can we stop? Everywhere's full. Like, we can't land at any of the airports. So the stewardess is like, oh, but we still have 4 hours in the air then if we're going to Singapore.
Everywhere's booked up.
Yeah.
The inns are full.
And so they're telling the passengers that, have a look at this dopey crowd here.
Yeah, right. So many people with bow ties, for starters.
Yeah.
They do look pretty dopey.
So Hige Oyaji sweating profusely.
Like a plane load of Nobitas. Yeah.
This guy too, just getting cross. And that lady who was in the bathroom, she's gone back to her seat, but her feet are now caught up in spiders' webs.
Ew.
So maybe the spiders hitched along with her or something. Now, this guy, who's completely unwoke, starts saying that it's this African lady's problem.
Oh my goodness.
That, like, she's brought this over because to get back at the white people that are oppressing her in South Africa, sort of thing. So he starts freaking out, and the Japanese guy tries to get him to calm down and tries to tell him off. But he starts talking about how he's a big reporter back in Johannesburg.
Oh, well
and
then.
He's going to, publish this as a story.
Threaten them with the press.
So this guy's totally racist, but let's forget about him for the moment. There's another screen.
Oh.
And this lady, who's not very fortunately drawn,
Oh dear.
has spotted that the entire cabin roof is covered in spider webs.
I feel like they should have noticed that earlier.
And
But
this
yeah.
lady's getting more covered.
Oh, wow.
The sexy lady from the start.
The plot thickens.
Yep.
Or rather, the webs thicken.
Ochino Mizu, he's just coming up with ideas. Maybe it's her perfume.
Typical Scoot flight.
Uh,
Yes, I've heard the infamous stories of the Scoot airline.
and she's saying, no, save me. Somebody save me. Jim, who I guess is her partner, Jim, you've got to save me. And he's like, oh, don't come near me. What a hero.
That's really what you want to hear, yeah, right?
And then it appears.
Ah, okay, I think I'm gonna have nightmares.
Yeah. So the reporter from South Africa, he freaks out again, pulls out his knife, which,
How did he get that through security?
well, it's the 60s or 70s or something. And he's going to stab the spider if it comes near him.
Oh my gosh.
And everyone's telling him just to calm down. He's got this old man next to him. He's got the old couple next to him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's telling him to calm down. Now, the lady with the suspicious glasses, right?
Oh,
The spider
it's on her head.
lands on her hair.
Oh.
And, of course, she starts running around, going berserk. And somebody hits the spider, which is on her head, with their briefcase, knocking her hair off. And
Drama.
it's charming. People just start laughing
Wow.
because it's a wig. She's wearing a wig. But her wig's full of diamonds.
That would hurt so much.
Yeah, right? And the captain's like, oh, you must be a criminal if you're smuggling diamonds. So we'll just arrest you.
Sure, why not?
And she starts crying. The reporter again sees the spiders come right next to him. So he tries to stab it in the seat.
Yep.
Stabs the seat cushion.
No, he's like, damn.
Okay. Then trips. Stabs the old man in
Oh,
the chest.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that old man didn't deserve that.
No. So casualties already. Not from the spider though.
Yep. I think this might exceed Scoot levels.
The Japanese guy berates him. Look what you've done. And he keeps saying it's that woman's fault. And so the Japanese guy says, come at me then. But using his skills.
Ooh, I like that panel. That's really cool.
Yeah, which one? This one?
The one down the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Action shot.
Yeah, that's a cool action shot.
Lots of speed lines.
But yeah, the dynamics of that panel on the left are very cool too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Flips him.
As if you'd have the space to do that in an airplane, but yeah.
Gives him a chop on the neck for good measure. And he's passed out. He's got stars circling his head.
Okay.
So he's going to be down for a while.
Yep.
Okay. Are you okay? Yes. But who's not okay? The old man.
I reckon.
He's dead.
Oh.
Okay. The old lady asks the stewardess if she can stay seated next to him for the rest of the flight, which is quite nice.
Yeah. Well, she's probably his wife. That's sad.
And everyone, of course, is really annoyed with the reporter.
I mean, annoyed is putting it lightly.
She helps his, she puts a bandage around his arm and thanks him. But have a look. While this has been going on,
Oh my goodness.
we're further covered.
Man, this spider
webs.
is going to town.
I'll just try and zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
There we go. Focus.
Wow. Oh, there we go.
How's that?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Now, they're coming up with the captain's still coming up with ideas. What can we do?
Oh, sorry, super aside. I really love
Yep.
the word darake.
Oh yes, where'd you find that?
Kumo no su darake up the top there is
Oh,
what she's saying.
oh,
So
yes.
it's the whole place is just covered in spider webs.
Yes.
And I love that you can use darake with any word, and it just means the place has become a mess with that thing.
How did they not notice?
I know, right?
So, Ochanomizu, right? He starts coming up with ideas. This poor lady, she's even more covered in. I don't know how this is happening, but
Yeah.
spider's webs are just growing off her. And he's saying, so her boyfriend's like, "Do I know you?"
Rude. Is that skunk?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. It looks like skunk a little
Okay,
bit.
could be. Now, the professor's been saying about these spiders, right? And the Japanese guy says, well, would it make like noise, like a really quiet noise?
The spider.
Yes,
Okay.
right, because there's movements and things like that. And he's
Right.
like, yes, well, yeah, of course, but like,
I mean, I suppose if it is a giant spider, you might be able to hear it.
but he said the sounds would still be too soft for us to hear.
Yep.
But he's like he's got like a sonar thing. He says he's like a sonar specialist. So he's like using that to track the spider, like hearing small sounds. And he's like, oh yeah, there's a possibility this will work. So they're trying to work out where the spider
How
is.
convenient that they had it.
And so he's telling him, this many cycles would work.
Page Harper says, seriously thought that was a deluxe box of chocolates, not a sonar device. So true, yeah. It really looks like it. Or a makeup kit in some other shots. Like the one up the top there at the moment. Kind of looks like a makeup kit on the top left.
So they're tracking the spider. Or I think he's saying now he's emitting a sound now that the spider will be attracted to.
All right.
Yeah. Spider comes out of where it was.
Oh, that's quite the spider.
They've seen it. It's coming down right near them. The old lady tries to sacrifice herself, picks up the spider.
Oh.
I've got it.
Oh.
Maybe the poison will take me and I can be with Oji-san. I can be with the old man.
Oh, the feels.
Yeah. But what's wrong? Why won't you bite me? And
Not a fan of old ladies.
finally, at the last hour.
Oh, the spider's not as big as I thought it was.
No,
It's
it's
I
like,
thought it was like really giant.
well, look, any size spider's.
Oh, I know. I would absolutely lose it if there was a spider that big somewhere that was near me.
Hige Oyaji, Daddy Walrus, finally comes clean. Oh, look, it's my spider. It won't bite you because it's not venomous.
Right.
And he's been transporting it in that bottle. And the boyfriend's like, well, why are you taking a thing like that to Japan? And he's saying, well, what he does is he smuggles in exotic creatures to sell in pet stores in Japan.
Tisk.
And the more weird and gross and big it is, the better.
The more money he gets, probably. Yeah. Wow, he's super the villain in this one.
Yeah. And so people start berating him and all this. And he reminds him that, well, because of you, somebody's died.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, had he not bought the spider on, the other guy should still definitely be arrested for stabbing somebody.
Yep.
But yes.
They arrive in Singapore. Touchdown. Okay? Little shoo sound of the tires hitting the ground. Ambulance, they take away the old man. They do an all-night vigil for him. And this is interesting. The Japanese fellow, right? He starts saying, oh, Granny, you got to go on. Because, just like this spider here is such a small thing, he still builds like a big nest. So there's hope for us that we can make a lot of ourselves. And so, Genki Dashite, keep your chin up.
That's a weird attempt to turn it in an inspirational #inspirational. Like, I don't know if they quite pulled that off, frankly.
Yeah. Well, you got to end it somehow.
Yes, that's the problem with short stories.
And so they walk away, the Japanese guy and the lady, into the sunset, well, the sunrise, I guess. in the shadow of this giant spider's web.
Their closing frame is really something. It certainly is, yeah.
Which, if you've ever been to a country like Singapore, you'll see massive, multicolored spiders.
That's true. Yes. Yes. Are
Um,
they suggesting that's where the spiders came from?
no, like I guess South Africa is where he's picked it up from, because that's where their flight was from. So that was, in my opinion, that was called Jumbo. But in my opinion, it's Osamu Tezuka's Snakes on a Plane.
Yes, but spiders.
But spiders. What are your thoughts?
That was kind of amazing. Yeah, I mean, as always, Tezuka, amazing artwork.
Yeah.
Crazy, unique ideas. This obviously predates Snakes on a Plane by some time, and I wonder if there was some kind of cross inspiration there.
Maybe.
Maybe they read Jumper.
It's very much like an action movie, like an old action movie.
Yeah.
In a way. Or like like we said, like one of those TV shows where you got to stay in a confined space.
Yeah, the bottle episodes.
Yeah. But also,
some bottle episodes are indeed even, located on a plane.
Yeah. But also, like, he'd do a lot of short stories, and like a lot of his short stories could easily be fleshed out to be like a short movie or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, okay, I haven't seen Snakes on a Plane.
You haven't? You should. It's great.
Does it have more of a premise than that, or is that kind of it?
Yes. Well, like in the manga, there's like some smuggling going on the plane.
Okay, little bit of side hustles.
I can't remember if it's like drug smuggling or something. In this one, it was diamonds.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and like what should be a simple story, he's weaved in all these other things.
Yep.
Like the racist reporter from South Africa, and the diamond smuggling.
Yeah.
And the couple that's like,
little gems of extra drama in there to keep you tantalized the whole way through. That's fantastic.
So this book's pretty neat.
That cover work, yes.
Well, this is one of the chapters in here, and maybe I'll need to have a good read of it to understand what's going on.
Yep.
But this is like a H.G. Wells story.
Oh, okay.
That he's drawn up.
Oh, wow.
So I guess even back then he didn't have copyright sorted out. But yeah, you can see Gensaku, so original story.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And what's that? Moon.
Tsuki Sekai no Ningen. So the people from the moon world.
Yeah, by H.G. Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the H.G. Wells?
Don't know.
I wonder.
Don't know the story.
Yeah, I wonder what the original title was.
It's got this cool UFO in it.
Yeah, that's a very fancy looking UFO. It's got like feet like teeth.
Yeah, so maybe we'll save this one for another day. But
yeah.
Got some great art, got some great alien designs.
The first men in the moon. Thanks, Peach Ifer.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow, that's a crazy slug looking thing.
Some kind of alien manatee.
Yeah. Oh, they look happy there.
Oh, there's the moon men.
Yes. Ultimate moon men.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our second Tezuka book.
Yes. That's nice.
Maybe we should do something different next week.
Yeah. We'll think of something completely different. But still manga.
Still manga,
obviously,
of course.
For the Mangasplaining.
Something from the collection.
Yeah. Nice.
So I think that's it from us.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Always glad to have some people watching and commenting in the chat.
Yep. If you're on Twitch, check out our YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube, check out our Twitch channel.
And we should get some sort of social medias happening as well.
Yeah, we probably should work on that. That would be fancy.
Okay, we need to sign off like those guys. We talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, and we didn't come up with anything in between because I completely forgot.
So let's just copy them. Let's just say, keep reading manga.
Oh, okay. Except they say comics. Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, we've been watching some comic dudes.
Yeah.
Mangasplain you next time.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Let's do that. Bye-bye.
Bye.